Hey everyone, welcome back to Farthest Frontier. We have built quite the settlement here, I think. We are nearing the end of this extended Let's Try, I should say. We have this episode and then one more left. And today's episode, I think we're gonna do exactly as we talked about last time. We are gonna try and see if we can't get our pottery up and going to give our citizens some luxuries. I don't actually know if this is going to do anything. Workshop where potter shaped wet clay, which is then fired to make pottery. I don't know if this is going to do anything effectively for us, really, because we're not going to get them up to the next stage, no matter what we do. I would imagine we don't have 3 food types hardly. We could possibly, if we do really well, work towards tier 3, but of the town hall. But the desirability bonus is gonna be a challenge as well. But it is also just to get it going. I also think we do have a lot of food storage down here, and especially with our granary here, it holds a lot of flour. So I think what we want to do is get a rat catcher down here as well to help protect our food. And speaking of food, I think today we'll also focus a lot on getting more food production up and running, because we are very low and we are kind of struggling here. Before we start that though, let's see what Beldar and Atka has to offer us today. One of them is buying our soap at a normal price, or average price at least, but that's okay. We'll take whatever we can get. They are buying, or they are selling flour, but we have tons of that. Oh, you're selling bricks really cheaply. I think we should go all out on that, to be honest. Let's sell these. What about you? Can we sell anything here? Oh, yes, you want the pottery, which we have for a long time. Sell it. Good. You are selling another heavy tool. I don't think we need it at the moment, although a point could be made to have something like that in stock in case we wanted to build another mill at some point. But I think for now, I think it's more important to focus on this. I think we can actually get the 1,000, oh, not the 1,000, the 100 almost. Get 96. We can get probably a bit more. Let's buy and transfer. We need more. Do we have anything else here that can't be sold at all? No. How much soap do we have? I think we have enough. Yeah, hopefully we'll get to stock here, because I think it's important to get that last bit of bricks, because then what? Oh, calm down. It's all good. Okay, what we need to do is get that last few bricks so we can actually upgrade both our markets. That's definitely something we want to do. Can we see? We can see how much the... That's nice. The monthly income here is individual for the market. That being said, right now, you know, it would be better to upgrade this one. That being said, this one has lots more houses on the way, so that is probably the better choice here. Could you guys maybe please get something over here soon? Yeah, there we go, thank you. I was about to get a bit worried there. Sell the rest again, and let's buy just a few more bricks. Let's just... Yeah, something like that, that's fine. Thank you, good. About to be a bit worried there that we wouldn't be able to get it. Okay, what do you need? You don't need that many planks, actually. Then you need gold, but hopefully that's gonna be earned again quite fast here. Let's start with this one, because then we can get a better idea of how much it actually does. 15 at the moment. Let's upgrade it. Let's see how much that helps. Another thing we found out last time is that we are probably using more firewood than we are generating. We did build another firewood splitter, and I think, granted that we have 37 laborers, I think we are completely in our right to build at least another work camp here to help bring in more wood. Could probably even build a couple, but let's start with one. Housing shortage. Yes, they are on the way. They are on the way. And I think even let's actually prioritize the market here. And I think what we will also be doing, you can be upgraded. Ah, that's because we have bricks. What we'll also be doing is probably building some mines here and there if we have something nearby. We have at least coal up here that we can mine. If nothing else, then we can at least sell it. And since we want to focus on food, I think, check our fertility. We have an area down here that looks pretty decent for a farm. So we will probably get a road down there. Build some temporary huts. Probably a storage as well. And then we'll get some food going down there as well. That will probably be stuff like this. It'll be carrots, it'll be turnips, it'll be whatever we can get our hands on. 9 villagers graduated, very nice. Yeah, we are running extremely low on smoked fish and smoked ham. Or smoked meat in either case. Right, what we considered was to have 2 of these and then just one focusing on each. That is an idea. Yeah, that could benefit us to have one that just that only does. Oh, there we go. That only does one thing. Now we get 32. Why does it get extra, I wonder? Why are you highlighted, I wonder? Why are you highlighted? Building where household goods are stocked by grows and distributed to houses, saving time for working villages. Markets also generate tax revenue and increase the desirability of the surrounding houses. Maybe because they stock food? Maybe that's why. But you can see that's a huge boost to our economy. This is generating 17 at the moment. Let's go ahead and upgrade that as well, because that is why we bought the bricks. So we can start earning a bunch of money. Maybe we can even consider getting a healer soon enough. It has a monthly cost of 30. It is extremely expensive. But with 2 upgraded markets, I could see us doing that, to be honest. I could see us doing that. Nice, here comes all the grain. The bakery made 800 breads last year, almost at least. That's something. You have a lot of flour here. Why are you not going to the bakery? Do we want another one? Actually, we can get another baker at least. So Barnabas and Rosara. Shelter stocking, okay. You know what we could do? We could build a road. No, you can't get through there. We could build a road, something like... Why can we not build a road here? Invalid placement, why? Strange. You already have plenty of desirability. We could build this road here. Maybe that'll be quicker for the bakery there. Maybe we even want a secondary bakery if we are clearly not using all our flour. So maybe we want another one. Got another one here as well. 34 and 32. Awesome. Look at that. 55 for now. It'll update in a bit though to the correct number. Got some beeswax lying over here. Right, we did build the apiaries last time. One there. We can see one behind the trees here. Almost. Okay, so let's see. You know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and salvage this building because we are not using it. And then I think I'm gonna move this temporary shelter over here and then see if, and then get a road connected here because that seems to make sense to me. Let's destroy this one. And hopefully we can do this. Then we can connect these two up, sort of, anyway. The clay mine is still in the way, which means this might honestly have been a waste to delete it, but it's fine. Got a village stricken with scurvy, that's alright. How are we doing on wells? Do we want another well? Resource. We have a well here. How are you doing? You are pretty full. Could just be a new house. How are you doing? You're actually keeping up quite nicely, although even considering that you are in the middle of our settlement. Okay, everything is doing quite nicely, I think. You are still not done. We need another splitter. Yeah, we are definitely using more firewood than we are getting. You, however, you can work over here. Yep. Okay. Then you can be moved. I have a nice ocean view. That is fine right there, because then we can get the road up and over there. Yeah, something like that. Then we can have a rat catcher in here. Actually, maybe over here is fine. Let's go ahead and get that right now. Ooh, where did I find it? Was that an amenity? Yes. Impending blizzard, okay. This does actually have a monthly cost, but as we can see now, we're earning 76 gold per turn. That is not nothing. Let's build you there. Okay, so fertility-wise, we could get a road down here, something like this. Let's see where we land here. Is that straight? Well, this doesn't make it easier. Yeah. That looks decent. Let's have them build that before we start anything else. This one got moved. Very nice. You drop some flour. You still have tons of flour. You still have tons of bread being made. We're still not quite keeping up when it comes to food. So why don't we go ahead and actually build another bakery here? That one, yeah. And we might as well build it close to up here, since it... can you fit in right there? No. Since you increase desirability, maybe we can even... Can we actually... We could squeeze it in right there. We could squeeze it in right there. It is, you know, unfortunately quite far away from the flower. But it will increase desirability, and maybe we can even get this one to upgrade as well. Maybe we can squeeze out enough desirability up here to finally upgrade that one as well. Okay, so laborer-wise, we have 32. We still have tons. So why don't we go ahead and destroy some of this stuff? Give them something to do. We are still using way more firewood than we are making. Which is quite strange, considering we have 2 splitters going full time here. Okay. So I'm thinking what we want down here is pretty much just the maximum size field we can get, which I believe is 12 by 12. Fertility 70%, that's not too bad. That's pretty much what we've come to expect. This is gonna take a long time to get done, but that is okay. We will build ourselves... do we want 1 or 2? I think we'll try and start with 1 temporary shelter down here to start with. Just because it's so far away. If there's a fire down here, let's build a well as well. No pun intended. There we go. Oh, look at all the people coming to help. They're gonna clear this stuff out in no time. You got moved. Excellent. I feel like we're building so many different things this time around. In this episode, but I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that's perfect. 28%, so we need something that can raise that by 2%. We could build some... what are you at? 24. So we could build... let's build something like that. That should actually do it for you. That should do it for you. You know, maybe in the last episode here, it could be awesome if we could actually get to end the series with a tier 3 town center. Could be the goal for the final episode. $26 laborers left. That's okay. Actually, I did want to go full on you, so we can keep our logs stocked, so we have plenty of resources for the firewood. Still have 10 empty beds, which is absolutely amazing. Ratcatcher up. We do need to move the area here because we don't want them slacking off, doing nothing. That's actually quite a nice... I definitely want them to take care of the granary here. So I think this is something... this is probably the best we can do. It hits the market as well over there. That's actually nice. Yeah, maybe we want another one up here. Maybe we even want 2. What can be? There's not too much up here. But maybe we still want 2. I mean, we have 1 taking care of this area. Maybe we want 1 taking care of like here, and then the last one to take care of here. I think that's probably not too bad. Honestly, if we're gonna have one over here, for instance, it might be prudent for us to go as far north with this one as we can. Since we will have another one over here. I don't think it matters too much. We'll figure out. There will be some overlapping no matter what. Like that. Then let's build 2 more. Let's build 2 more. Do they have a negative impact? They do not actually. To my surprise, they do not have a negative impact. We can squeeze you in there. And we do want another one. I guess you can be out here next to the fishers, why not? Okay. Okay, all is going well. All is going well. We do have a merchant. We have another one on the way. Okay, so what are we looking at? You want to buy soap, but not at an amazing price. We still have a lot of soap, so why don't we go ahead and actually, hang on. Let's see if the other one will pay more for it. They will not. That's okay. You will buy clay at an extremely reduced price. But I mean, money is money, right? Let's, I don't know, get 100 over here if we can. Sell it. Oh, he leaves in 23 days. He's not staying for long. And that will probably be it. You are selling iron though. At a reduced price for 9. Let's buy. You never know what we can use it for. There's definitely things that, well, there you go actually, that requires iron. The hunter's cabin. Ooh, interesting. Additional item recipes. Okay. Pending heat wave, cured, stricken with scurvy, immigration. Okay. You know what? Let's see what that does. I haven't been able to upgrade one of those in my own game, so I actually don't know what they do. Let's see what that does. How's it going down here? Quite quickly, actually. That's very nice. 13 villages graduated. Awesome. Is there a way where we can see how many of our people are graduated? No, doesn't look like it. Okay. I mean, if I add these numbers up, protein, vegetable, and fruit, it's not because we are gaining a huge surplus. We can also see that we have a lot of food, but also a lot of it's gonna spoil within the next 12 months. Lost to heat wave, that's okay. Right, you don't like heat, right? Yeah, that's why these are probably bad to do in the summer, but okay, I completely forgot about the clay, but alas, now it's there. It's completely fine. Ooh, here we go. You're upgraded. What can you do? Oh, animal traps. No, let's not do that. Let's not use our iron right now for that anyway. Ah, okay. Mole carcass. I wonder what that is. I mean, boar carcasses are pretty self-explanatory. They give a lot of meat as well. Don't know if this is deer or something else, or maybe wolf. I would imagine that deer or wolf would be up here, but I actually don't know. Okay. Something else we could get with the iron, though, actually, is... Could get a... Where is it? The barrel maker... Not down here, right? It's probably storage. Yeah, the Cooper. Coopers use iron and planks to make barrels which increase the longevity of stored food items. Let's go ahead and get one of those, why don't we? That could probably also help greatly with our food issues here. Let's build you there. If we can get a road out here like this. It's starting to look a bit messy here, but I think that's okay. We are gonna wrap this up here in an hour and a half total playtime, so I think we'll be okay. How much coal is here? Right, I do forget to put this one on. 215 coal. How was our fruit pluckers going? Okay, last year 45, 50. It's not not amazing, but it's not nothing. Uh-oh. Oh, they're coming from over here again. Excellent. Hopefully our tower as well should be able to help quite a bit. It might get destroyed though with... Are we getting raided twice? Oh, he was like, hells no, I'm out of here. They are down here as well, yep, but we have several things down here. Oh, this guy is probably getting away with something. Yeah, I'm thinking we are losing something here. I don't think we lose much. Whoa. Hope it was worth your life, sir. Storehouse. Oof. That might have been a big loss. Okay. I don't know if we actually lose our whatever is in there. If it is destroyed, we might. Village was raided. Yeah, they killed 4. That was a different raid than 2 raids. Is the other one completely wiped out? I don't think so. No, there we go. Building destroyed. 200 gold ingots they got away with. Okay. Ooh, right. What we could actually use our iron ingots for is a vault. Do we have 20 iron ingots left? I think we have 25. 23. So we did, unfortunately, waste a couple of them on building a trap. Do you have anything? Oh, come on, go away. No. So whatever was in here, whatever it was probably lost, unless it was empty, which I find hard to believe since this one over here is full. So this was probably lost here. Okay. Actually, with that in mind, let's go ahead and build ourselves a vault. This is a fancy building if I ever saw one. I do not like building it so far away from anything that can protect us. So maybe something like right here is not too bad of an idea. Maybe we even want to build some walls. Let's actually go ahead and build a palisade. Right, like something like this. It's not gonna be pretty, it's just gonna be effective. Something like that. We'll build a gate as well. Right there. Wink. Yep. Yep. How are you doing down here? You are getting along decently well. Assuming you're stocking. Yep, okay, very nice. Okay, well, let's actually maybe finally start with what we actually said we wanted to do in this episode. Let's make ourselves some pottery. It actually does not have a negative impact on Undesirability. That's nice. I know this is still within range of the market here, so optimally we would want houses here, but I think for now we are gonna go ahead and build ourselves the Potter building right there. It's close to the clay pit, and it's close to a well. So I think that is a very nice placement for it. If we want to make ourselves any hope of actually upgrading to tier 3, what does this mean? What's the issue? Why are you blinking? Okay, we can see probably... Is this overall food? Grand total, this is food. Produced and consumed. Okay, I mean, we are still producing... According to this, we're still producing way more than we are eating. We must be losing a lot to spoilage then. That must be it. I still think we want the... Oh, where was he? It was storage. I still think we want the Cooper. We can go ahead and build the building. We probably can't... I didn't build one, right? I already forgot. I didn't build one, right? We should be able to see at least here. It will be resources. I'm guessing brickmaker, foundryman. Probably not those. We did build one. Where is it? That's you. Are you right there? You are right there. Okay. Okay, you need 2 iron ingots and 5 wood planks. Okay, you actually have made one. That's very nice. That is very nice. I don't know where we put it though. Doesn't really matter. We have one. That's nice. You're already up. No reason to spend more money on that then. Palisade is going up as well. I think that is a good idea. Oh, look at that. We got you upgraded. Nice. That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh, localization tag not found. Animal traps are set by a hunter and will occasionally capture small game. Ah, okay. Which provides minimal meat but a plentiful source of hides. Okay. Set the target number of animal traps to set up and maintain. Trapping small animals is a good source of hides and tallow, but a poor source of meat. Ah, okay. So they don't keep building and they're not used per se. It's not consumable, I should say. And that, you know, makes sense. I'm no hunter myself, but I think that makes sense. Yes. Okay, so that's what it is. Let's just crank it up. We don't have the iron right now, but when we do, let's just crank it up. Yeah, so everything we hunt, except boar, is a standard carcass up here. And then everything the traps find are small carcasses. Okay. Very nice. I'm gonna guess that the small game is nothing that's actually visible to us. I'm guessing that'll be like, I don't know, mice, hares, badgers, you name it, whatever is out there. But it's not something we can see per se, because we can't hunt them. We can only trap them. Can I really build here? Resource, let's see, iron mine. Okay, this is within range apparently. It works differently than the clay pit. What about the coal mine? How does that work? Okay, it just needs to be within an area. Okay. It's funny they chose to make it different. I mean, I don't mind either way, but it's an interesting choice. We do have one trader coming in. Maybe the other one is in the way. On the way, let's see. Beldar the Peddler, 65 days. You are buying and selling logs, which we don't need. You would like to buy hides, but we don't actually have that many of them. You're selling clay, that we can't really use that for anything. You are selling bricks. But we don't really have a lot of gold to play with here. Why do we have 29 of these hide coats here? I guess, you know, we can go ahead and sell it, I think. Yeah, let's actually get some gold. 666, very nice. Let's keep some of it there, but not all of it. And that will probably be all she wrote. Yeah. Okay, so I'm still thinking we need another firewood splitter. We are using a lot. You know, and I still think I'm okay with keeping it sort of centered up here. Do something like this. Okay, you are definitely not a happy camper right here, but maybe we can make you a happy camper. Now, why don't we try and can build some... only 3%, that is definitely not a lot. We can do something like that. Build a couple of you right here. A small garden. We'll see if that'll do it. That's pretty much all we can do, I find. We can build one there as well. No? Ah, it's because we're out of rocks. How are we doing labor-wise? 23, still plenty, but definitely getting to a point where we need to be mindful. Let's see where we can find some rocks. There we go. Oh, tons of rocks out there. Nice. Is that another trader? Oh, it is. And a plains rider. Okay. What do you got? You want to buy my crossbows. I'm not sure I'm ready to sell. Why are you here? I don't know why Tello is here, but let's go ahead and buy a bit. Yeah, something like that. Buy and transfer. Why are you here? You shouldn't be here. Nope, unfortunately nothing interesting here. That is okay though. Let's see if we can prioritize this one and actually finish the goal of this episode here. 9 people. Oof, sure. Then we need to build a house. Why are you lacking water? The well too far away? In either case, let's see. Housing. Just build a couple. We don't want to... I don't think we want to overdo it anymore. I think we are pretty okay on houses for a while here. 45% is not a lot. 65 is not too bad though. No, we have a well right down there, but seems like it's not close enough. What about right here as well? I don't know if it's gonna happen impact. Let's Seasonal water bonus, nearby wells. Total bonus 96%. That's nice. That is nice. And how are we doing here with... We are finally actually using our grain. That's good. Grain and flour. That is nice. That is nice. Ooh, finally got completed. That's awesome. Okay, so for 4 clay, 1 water, 1 firewood, more firewood being used, we'll get 4 pottery. That is not bad at all. Let's get 1 more in there. So Leogear, Rodana, and Katie are all potters. Okay. Its pottery also sells quite nice, to be honest, so that's not bad at all to have that up and running. Even if we don't need it for our settlements right now, we still have it. Out of arrows? I mean, did we already spend so many arrows? We had a ton. We have 750 left. We haven't even used 100. Food lost to spoilage. That's okay. I think I completely forgot to check if they if the traders were selling iron, because we could really use some. Okay, starting to get a little bit thin with trees over here. Let's move them up here. Starting to get a little bit thin over here too. Let's move you down here. Move you down here for a bit anyway. And hunters, still able to find game in that area. Yeah, okay, there's one here. I didn't see this one. That's fine then. Although, with us actually coming there to chop down the trees, let's not do that, because that might scare them off. So let's focus elsewhere. Let's focus elsewhere. What is that? Is that 5,000 iron versus 800? That seems highly random. Almost good to go down here. Now the question becomes, what do we want? What do we want? Almost 100 fruits from you. 50 from you. That's very nice. It's not a lot, but it everything helps. Okay. So I don't think there's any way that we can really carve a wall through the city here without completely disrupting everything. We would have to... We could pull it down here and then just go straight and move all these buildings. This farm is probably gonna go anyway at some point, but... Can we even build a wall? Well, no, not a fence, a palisade. Well, we could actually. Huh. Why not there? Slope too steep. We could. Okay. Okay, sure, why not then? Okay, here it's too steep, unfortunately. Okay, can we build up here then? No? Okay, what about if we build from here? I think this is a bit finicky at the moment. It is a beautiful one, if I do say so myself, and this is gonna be slightly finicky. Let's build it here. Building is on fire. Gonna assume that people will save it while we build our palisade down to the water. Predator-sided, tons of stricken. Okay, you got it. You got it. Slope too steep. Oh, game. You are being silly. You are early access, of course, so... Okay, well, that is not gonna be pretty. Let's... Yes, let's cancel that one. Do I need to cancel them individually? I do. Okay, that's not too bad. We can clear this, I'm guessing. Yeah, clear. Good. Clear. And then we can probably build something like this. Yeah, that's fine. It is not pretty, but defenses needn't be pretty. They just need to be effective. One food left. We are certainly only really storing what we really need. Got 28 pottery that last year. That's actually not too bad. You need bricks to upgrade. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, I thought the game would warn me about this, but apparently it didn't. Okay, let's see if we can't actually add something here before the new year starts. I think turnips is a good idea, and especially in the beginning of the year. What else might we want here? Then we want something that is heat tolerant. Which will be beans. Yeah. Actually, what we should do is remove that, and then get a bunch of this going first. And let's get a couple of you going as well. And what I wanted to check now is how are we doing over here with rye? No, see, we want to add this. Get it up to plus 10%, might as well. Hopefully they're gonna do it. But I don't know how or when. It randomly happened on these ones, but... Building is on fire, another one. Who is the bakery? Well, I guess that was bound to happen at some point. You know what? I think something like this is probably better. If we can get it up there as well, then that'll help much more. Did it just reset? Oh, I didn't do anything about it. Right, I didn't do anything about it. Never mind. What is going on? Okay, seems like they got it on their own. I was a bit preoccupied there. I think the sand they leave there. Maybe the next time they do the maintenance, that's when they add the sand or the clay if that's what you need. Makes sense to me. Oh, let's not forget we actually still do get traders. 43 days. You're buying weapons. That's not what we are after. You are actually completely uninteresting. What about you, sir? Beldar, what do you have? That is unfortunate. You have 10 shoes. I guess we can sell you those, but other than that, it's really rather boring. I mean, I had hoped you would be selling iron. Are you buying pelts? No. Okay, well, guess there's always next year. So how is our foragers actually doing down here? So in the last year they've gathered like 250, and that's definitely going up at the moment because all of these are ready, so that is definitely not nothing. What about you? Are you too far away to be effective up here? Ousting berries. It's still decent, I think. This one should go up, but yeah. Otherwise, those numbers were not really that impressive. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a... When placed on a gold deposit, the gold mine gives miners a place to house gold ore. Sure. Then we need another house. I think we are not going to be building any more houses unless we get villagers trying to join like that. Let's get some people down there. There's not that much iron left or in this mine at all, so I think it would be nice to actually get it done. Then we can use the space for something else. So that's 215, but it's not really going down. Maybe it updates every so often. I really like our little area here downtown with the school, the park in the middle, even across the school, so the kids can go play. We have a bakery in the middle that everyone apparently loves to be around. I somewhat like this area down here as well. It's not quite as nice as I had envisioned it, but it's not. Or it was, but we had to move some things around. But I still like the area. It's for me, it's always easy to see that I care a lot more about aesthetics and placing buildings in the beginning than the more the games go on, because it gets more and more difficult to manage. Ooh, right, what we probably do want... We probably want another couple of wagon shops, to be honest. Let's build one down here. I would honestly make another. Love to build something over here, and I guess we could build it over here, but it's so far away, and this hill is really destroying a lot. But I guess actually we could build it here, I suppose. Yeah, we can build it behind here. Oh, there's a building there. Okay, I didn't even see. Okay. Okay, coal is being gathered. How's this storehouse going? Just fine, filling up nicely. We are in the fall. Yep, so no more traders. I was just looking to see. I'm still hoping to get some iron mines. I think we'll definitely be able to get the tier 3. Yeah, we have everything actually. We just need planks. That's awesome. Then we may be able to actually get our own up and running. Let's build a gate. Let's build one right here because we're definitely gonna need that. We'll want to get out here, and we'll want to get some iron mine. Some iron mine up and running. Let's see. We might as well start it now. Yep. And in preparation of that, or it is in preparation of this one, I think. No. Foundry, yes. Ah, this is where we need all the heavy tools. Okay. Okay. This is where we need the heavy tools. So we need to keep our eyes open for another one. Did we figure out that we could actually make them? On our own? I'm not sure we did. In either case, let's actually also get a storage house out here. Actually, let's not, because that was the issue last time with this one just being in the open like that when it got attacked. That was the entire problem. That was the entire reason behind this wall. So let's not do the same mistake. There are 3 packs of deer out here right now. You know what? I'm thinking that's just, and they seem pretty healthy. That's just too many deer to ignore. Let's go ahead and get a couple of hunters' cabins. Is that 4? No, it's just it's moving north. That's the problem. Okay. I don't know if it's a problem, but I don't think you're gonna like it there, my friends. If I were you, I would move much, much further away. Much, much further away. Ooh, there we go. That's a trap. Very nice. Okay, that one is ready. How are we actually doing on 33? Oh my god, we have plenty. No issue whatsoever. Let's get that one going. Let's get another. That's already 4. I thought there was 3. That's absolutely fine. We are finally gaining firewood. I'm very happy to see that. Very happy to see that. We can go ahead and remove you. Still have a decent amount of wheat. That's okay though. Let's see what we want out here. I would like to grow stuff that impacts fertility, not too much. So stuff. No, let's not. House up here. This one I think is decent in the beginning. doesn't decrease fertility. It doesn't have a high fertility dependence. And it has high frost resistance. I think that's a good one to get in the beginning. Then we want something with heat resistance. This is probably a decent bet. They are also sort of close soil mixture wise. I don't think they'll benefit from each other. But they're not horrible. Let's just have that again. Buckwheat. What is that used for? Okay, it's grain. Okay. What about cabbage? Cabbage would be okay. It does impact fertility negative. Fertility negatively, but I think it's okay. We can't have everything. I think this is decent. I think once again, where are you at? You're not gonna help either. Let's see here. What's the last bit you can have 10%? You are... Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. Actually, what about if we do this? Ooh, that's... close, close. Okay. How are you? You like both frost and... Or you are resistant to both frost and heat, so that's absolutely fine. You're highly dependent on fertility. I think we could... What do we want? I'm thinking maybe we do something like that. And then we add this one down here. And then maybe we have... Oof, maybe we have another... Maybe we have another cabbage up here with some clovers. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that. You're losing to frost. I guess that's just the way it is, even though you're super resistant to it. Even though you're super resistant to it. In either case, oh, let's not forget the traders. Let's do that before we call it a day here. You are selling heavy tools. That would probably be a great idea to get. You are buying clay. So why don't we go ahead and sell? Oh, look at that. You're selling this as well. 61 days. We can easily get that up there. No, just 100 I think is fine. Let's do that. Let's hope that we remember next time when we're supposed to do that. But what we can do at least straight away is we can actually buy a couple of you. Yes, let's buy and transfer. It is expensive. It's extremely expensive, actually, but it's just so rare that I see them. Oh, you're also selling iron, actually, at an inflated price. Okay, there might be a lot of stuff here for us to take a look at next time, where I think our focus will be to try and get the healer up and then upgrade this to level 3 and then see what we can actually do about that. So for now, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next one. Until then, take care.